please take your seats. My name is Cara Rodden and I am the celebrant representing Simplicity Funerals. Today I am also joined by Funeral Director Elizabeth Marks. Before we proceed, I'd ask you to check your mobile phones and devices and ensure they're turned off or on silent. We gather here today to honour the life of Sue Ann Jacobs, a vibrant and talented young woman whose creativity touched the hearts of all who knew her. Whilst our hearts are broken at her sudden and tragic passing, it is her family's wishes that we celebrate all the beauty that Sue Ann brought into our lives, the love she radiated, the incredible sense of artistic courage she embodied in all that she did. So as we mourn Sue Ann's passing, her leaving of this world far too soon, let us remember the beauty and joy she brought us and the indelible mark she left on this world. Sadly, Joshua and Rachel, Sue Ann's beloved first cousins, are unable to be here today as they are currently living overseas. They send their love and are holding this devastated community in their hearts. Mary and Roger, Sue Ann's parents, also wanted me to make special mention of Sue Ann's grandmother, Mary, who passed several years ago. Sue Ann and Grandma Mary had a very special bond, thick as thieves, as Grandma Mary would say. Whilst overwhelmed by this unimaginable loss, Mary and Roger take solace in knowing that Sue Ann and Grandma Mary are reunited. Sue Ann Jacobs was a creative soul. Her mission in life was to fill the world with beauty, and not just aesthetic beauty, but beautiful emotions, beautiful art, beautiful humanity. Born on the 1st of March 2003, her parents, Mary and Roger, say she suddenly exploded into the world, much like a rainbow after a storm. Having gone 7 days past her due date, Mary was well and truly ready to meet this baby. And while she may have taken her time deciding when to come, when Sue Ann was eventually ready, she arrived in just 2 hours, with Roger barely getting Mary to the Lismore Base Hospital on time. Sue Ann was a joyful child. Her big blue eyes, soft strawberry lips, rosy cheeks were all in an almost permanent state of laughter. As a baby, she loved music and colour and animals, although unfortunately she was allergic to cats, and eventually Mary and Roger had to rehome Felix, their rescue cat, to help her allergies. This upset young Sue Ann greatly, although she soon had a new playmate to occupy her attention when her baby brother Philip was born when she was nearly 3 years old. Sue Ann loved Philip and quickly introduced him to her stuffed teddy bears, favourite books, and sang him songs when it was time for him to go down for sleep. As Sue Ann got older and started primary school, her sunny creative disposition really shone through. With her friends from school, as well as her first cousin Jess, she spent hours playing dress-ups, creating imaginary plays, painting sets, and performing for her parents and Philip. One of her most memorable childhood living room performances was The Little Mermaid, where her and Jess fought over who would play Ariel for much of the day. Throughout her school years, Sue Ann and her family started travelling. Roger's work was taking him to far-flung destinations, and so the entire family committed to spending more time together and going on overseas adventures. They visited places like Papua New Guinea, the Philippines and Indonesia, and it was this exposure to different cultures that fueled Sue Ann's desire to continue to travel as she got older. In high school, Sue Ann became more focused on painting and photography. Through her study, she developed a great love for Rembrandt and the other European masters. It was glaringly apparent that she had a wealth of artistic talent, and her family were thrilled when she was accepted into a visual arts degree at Lismore University. Sue-Ann was over the moon the day she received her acceptance email. At university, Sue-Ann continued to flourish. She made friends with other like-minded creative people. She threw herself into social justice issues and initiatives. She volunteered her time at a local not-for-profit organisation called Different Art Strokes for Different Folks, where neurodivergent children and their family came for art sessions. Some of those children and families are here today, which Roger and Mary are so appreciative of. As a young adult, Sue-Ann was spending more and more time in the ocean. Not only did it inspire her artistic and photographic pursuits, but the water helped soothe her sometimes anxious mind. She had even started to learn surfing in the past few months, hoping to use it as an excuse to spend even more time in the ocean, a sanctuary for her soul. Sue-Ann's short life was lived with zest and unwavering creative spirit. Her passion for creating things of beauty, for shining a light on beauty in all its forms, is the legacy she leaves the world. Though your hearts feel shattered, may Sue-Ann's legacy shine a light on living a beautiful life, even in your grief. Sue-Ann's spirit drove her to paint and draw and photograph things of immense beauty. Shortly, 6 of her closest friends are going to step forward to place some of Sue-Ann's most treasured art pieces and photographs beside her framed picture here. But before we do that, I'd like to read a short excerpt from one of Sue-Ann's favourite books, Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. So this, I believe, is the central question upon which all creative living hinges. Do you have the creative courage to bring forth the treasures that are hidden within you? Look, I don't know what's hidden within you. I have no way of knowing such a thing. You yourself may barely know, although I suspect you've caught glimpses. I don't know your capacities, your aspirations, your longings, your secret talents, but surely something wonderful is sheltered inside you. I say this with all confidence, because I happen to believe we are all walking repositories of buried treasure. I believe this is one of the oldest and most generous tricks of the universe plays on us human beings, both for its own amusement and for ours. The universe buries strange jewels deep within all of us and then stands back to see if we can find them. The hunt to uncover those jewels, that's creative living. The courage to go on that hunt in the first place, that's what separates a mundane existence from an enchanted one. The often surprising results of that hunt, that's what I call big magic. Knowing that Sue-Ann is committed to creative living, I will now call up her friends to place those jewels up front. Firstly, John is bringing up a shell and her favourite landscape photo of Belongil Beach. Casey is bringing forward Sue-Ann's own interpretation of Rembrandt's The Anatomy Lesson of Dr. Nicolas Tulp. Lisa is coming up with the first ever painting Sue-Ann did at kindergarten. Chris is going to come forward with one of Sue-Ann's paintbrushes and the still life painting she won an award for at the Bangalore show. Isla is bringing up the sculpture Sue-Ann gifted her parents last year. And finally, Madeline is going to place Sue-Ann's camera in her favourite family photo of herself, Mary, Roger and Philip, that Sue-Ann herself art directed and captured using a self-timer in their backyard. As I've already mentioned, Sue-Ann considered herself a Swiftie. Her love for Taylor Swift ran deep. As a special tribute to Sue Ann and the many happy memories her family have of her, Roger has put together a video montage to Taylor Swift's song, My Tears Ricochet. As you watch this video, please bring to mind your own beloved memories of Sue Ann and hold those feelings of love and joy in your heart. That was beautiful, Roger, thank you. Sue Ann loved the poet Mary Oliver. Her poetry explored themes related to the intersection between the human and the natural world. Sue Ann's brother Philip has picked this Mary Oliver poem to be read here today. The poem is called When Death Comes. When death comes, like the hungry bear in autumn, when death comes and takes all the bright coins from his purse, to buy me and snaps the purse shut, when death comes like the measles pox, when death comes like an iceberg between shoulder blades, I want to step through the door full of curiosity, wondering, what is it going to be like, that cottage of darkness? And therefore I look upon everything as a brotherhood and a sisterhood, and I look upon time as no more than an idea, and I consider eternity as another possibility. And I think of each life as a flower, as common as a field daisy, and as singular, and each name a comfortable music in the mouth, tending, as all music does, towards silence. And each body a line of courage, something precious to the earth. When it's over, I want to say all my life, I was a bride married to amazement. I was the bridegroom taking the world into my arms. When it's over, I don't want to wonder if I have made my life something particular and real. I don't want to find myself sighing and frightened and full of argument. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. I'd now like to invite Sue Ann's family members to place families on the casket as we prepare to say our final goodbyes. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the committal? For everything, there is a season and a time for every matter. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. Here, in this last act, in sorrow but without fear, in love and appreciation, we commit Sue Ann to this natural end. Thank you so much for being here today, for celebrating and honouring the life of Sue Ann. It means the world to Roger and Mary and Philip. The deep sorrow they feel right now is made more bearable by the outpouring of love and support from this community. To demonstrate their gratitude and to create an opportunity for further connection, Roger, Mary and Philip are hosting a wake at their house at 3 Whitewood Street, Lismore from 3 p.m. this afternoon. Philip is going to be on the DJ decks playing a lot of Taylor Swift songs. Mary has baked some of Sue Ann's favourite food, including fudgy chocolate brownies, caramel chopped chip cookies, and pork and fennel sausage rolls. And Roger has a special treat lined up for later in the afternoon, when he plans to share an extended video montage of some of his favourite photos of Sue Ann in their outdoor cinema. Roger, Mary and Philip would love to see you there. As we play this final song, specially picked by Roger and Mary, could I ask you please to hold Sue Ann in your thoughts and file out of the chapel behind the family. Safe travels, peaceful hearts.